Hey folks, this is Mr. Finley. This is the vocabulary list for the week of August 20th. There are 10 terms. You'll have a quiz on them at the end of the week, so let's look at them. The first of them is respect. You've heard this word 10,000 times in the last week, but we wanted to include it here because it's so important. Respect means to show regard or consideration for a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. Those are all different things that we can show respect to. Respect is both a quality, that is, I have respect for my brother, but it's also something that we can show, we can demonstrate. It's something that we can earn, but it's also something that we try to show all people around us. So even though I may disagree with a lot of what someone says, I still will show them respect. We've talked about this a lot, and wanted to make it a vocabulary word. Transparent. This is interesting. So this means being clear or see-through, but it can mean an object, so a window is transparent, or a way of doing things. A way of doing things can be transparent, which means that we're not hiding anything. It has the same root as appear or appearance. Trans means through, so you've got this word trans, through, with the suffix parent, meaning appearance, so you have seeing through. This is also the root for those of you who are big fantasy geeks, of the spell apparate, to appear in Harry Potter. So anyway, appear, apparate, transparent, all have that root of seeing. So in this case, appearing. So here we see through something that is transparent. So clearly, the obvious ones are objects that are transparent, like a window, but as in the sentence, it was easy to understand the grade I got because the teacher's grading system was transparent. It was easy to understand, nothing was hidden. Integrity. Integrity is a quality that a person can have, and it means that you hold to moral and ethical principles, that you're honest, that you do what you say you will. The root, it's the same root as the word integral, which means whole, or integer, which means a whole number. So all of these things have to do with being whole. In order to be a whole human being, you've got to have integrity. So Victor McGoodson, who never lied, was known for his integrity. It means you're a whole person, you're honest, you're moral, you have principles. The next one is credible. If something is credible, it's worthy of being believed, it's reliable. We're going to be looking at a lot of sources this year. Some of them are online, some of them are in books, and one of the questions you've always got is this a credible source? Is it worth being believed, or did someone just write it down on a piece of paper and, oh, it's on paper, so I should believe it? Well, no, it may not be credible. It's the same root as credit, that is, we give credit for something because it's worth believing. It's the same root actually as cred, as in having street cred. Yeah, I know you never thought Mr. Finley would say that, did you? Anyway, but it's the same root, meaning it's worthy of being believed. It's true. It is credible. It has cred. So the New York Times is a credible source. Wikipedia, not always so credible. The next word is objective. Now, this has a couple of meanings. If it's a noun, that is a person, place, or thing, it means a goal or a target. So my objective in this class may be to get an A. My objective in this game may be to kill the boss of this level. But it also can be used as an adjective, and this is the interesting thing. Sorry, clearing my throat. As an adjective, it means something that is not influenced by your own feelings. It's a totally unbiased look at something. So an objective opinion is not really an opinion at all. It's a statement of fact. It's all based on facts. The problem is there's also this other word, subjective. Subjective means that it is based on your own moods or attitudes or opinions. It's not entirely based on facts. So they're opposites. Objective means totally based on facts. Subjective means it's an opinion. It's someone's own belief. They're really hard to remember which is which. The way that I do it is if there's an object, it's something outside of me. So an objective truth is something outside of me, like an object is. Whereas if it's subjective, I can be the subject of my own thoughts. So that's maybe something coming from inside of me. But objective, absolutely true, has nothing to do with personal opinion. Subjective, well, I never trust what she says, it's just her own subjective opinion. Resolution. Resolution can either be a statement of purpose or the quality of having that purpose, that determination. I have a sense of resolution that I'm going to win, that I'm going to get through this. Or especially in politics, you might have a Senate or a Congress get together and make a resolution, which is a statement of, we are resolved, we are going to get this done. The root of resolution, of course, is resolve, which means the determination to get something done. Resolve and resolution basically are synonyms. Paradigm. Okay, this is a harder word. For one, it's a hard word to spell, P-A-R-A-D-I-G-M, but it's pronounced paradigm, even so that G is silent. But a paradigm is a way of looking at things. It's sort of like a way of looking at the whole world. It's a model of how we think the world works. It's a basic rule that we think is true. So one paradigm might be like the golden rule, like you should do unto others as other people do unto you. Or another paradigm might be that violence and threats are an effective way to change people. That's a model. That's a way of looking at the world. You might disagree with that paradigm, for example. But a paradigm is the lens through which we look at the world. And sometimes you often hear this phrase, a paradigm shift. That is, when the world is going along and someone challenges an accepted paradigm and the world changes for it. For example, when Galileo pointed out that actually the Earth goes around the sun, not the other way around. The paradigm, the model that people believed, was that the Earth was the center of the universe and everything went around it. And Galileo changed that paradigm. At least he started the practice of doing that and said, no, actually, it's the other way around. Your paradigm is wrong. Exploration. This is the act of exploring or investigating or discovering. Clearly, the root is to explore. This is just a conjugation of that. We set out on an exploration of the history of the world in Mr. Drake's class. Exploration means to explore, like Dora the Explorer. Yep, I just used both street cred and Dora the Explorer in the same video. Intrepid. This is our last word. To be intrepid means to be brave and without fear. But specifically, it has to do with when you are exploring. So if you are on an exploration of an idea, to be intrepid means to explore bravely. We often hear the phrase, the intrepid adventurer. Intrepid means to be brave, but especially in the context of exploring. So yeah, those are the 10 words this week. You can review this video as often as you want. There's going to be a quiz on it on Friday. You can watch this video right before the quiz to help you really hammer them in. So yeah, these are the 10 words you'll be looking at this week. That's all. Thanks.